So, yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about, whilst I'm, at St Mark's Hospital, I wanted to talk a little bit about the doctors here. Because we have this big problem with St Mark's, right? And this problem is it's like a hole, right? The more you dig, it's just the more you find. It's dysfunctional. It's lacking of organisation isn't the word. Now here's something this is what I don't get, and a lot of patients go through this same said thing I'm about to say. Now we've got some great registrars, and it's like, for example, like I used my own self as that example. When I wasn't well, in one of the videos I was saying that I saw a particular registrar, and he's a great registrar, and everything he said was, it was right. But it seems like whatever he says, it carries no weight, because as soon as the consultant comes into play, it erases anything anybody else has said. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't understand that. You've got great doctors, that they're not nurses here, but they may as well be nurses. If everything that they're saying, you're undermining anyway. Can you imagine you've got your registrar that's saying this is what we'd like to do some scans, and we're going to just sort these things out and follow through this, and maybe change out a couple of that, and da-da-da. And then come the big day, the big man, the top dog consultant man, is coming and he's just wiping off what he don't give a damn what he says. He's telling you what he wants to do. So what is the point of that false crap that you're feeding your patients? Putting up people's hopes, maybe believing what that person has said. What is it you're trying to, what's that about? How damaging is that? Because it was for me. When I saw a particular registrar in clinic on the 13th of June, I hang on to his word. He's a great registrar. He's a great one. He said that he said certain things, and we was going to work with that. That's exactly how your doctor behaves. But then all of a sudden, the next appointment that was with my consultant done nothing to do with what he said. Even though the registrar had said months before, we're going to do this, do some bloods, let's just check out that, because it does sound like an infection, we'll have a look into that, we'll check out the scans, we'll have that prepared. It was on point. Can you imagine months later when I got to see the consultant, the daddy, supposedly the daddy, he erased everything that consultant, that the registrar said. It carried no weight. Is that how you even undermine your own? Is that how you even do your own? Is that what's going on? It's bad enough that patients get treated a certain kind of a way. With doctors they're badly behaved, some of them have got some terrible bedside manner. But can you imagine that? Your patients trust you. We trust you. So regardless, if you're a registrar or whatever, we believe in what you're saying. So it doesn't make sense. You may as well be a nurse. Or a healthcare assistant. Because what you're saying is carrying no weight, and I think that's unfair. That's something that needs to definitely be addressed. And it's allowed. And then the bit about it is that when you do finally see your consultant, haven't you noticed that everybody around they got nothing to say, but they had a lot to say one-on-one with you. All of a sudden, when the daddy's there, they got nothing to say. They got nothing to say against him, because what they were saying was probably not against him, but what they were saying was what they thought. What their findings were, the tests that they maybe would have. But I mean, what? So what is the point? What's the significance of you then, as a registrar? What is it? What's your position? How do we take you? Because I think it's a mockery. I think it's a damn insult, and I think it's very hurtful to your patients. It's damaging. I don't know how that's ever always been allowed, and it is allowed. That you can have a registrar, you can see somebody in clinic, and they can say one thing, and you hang on to that for your dear life. They work underneath supposedly your team. They're part of your team, but yet, they carry no weight in what they say. Every time it's dismissed, and 9 times out of 10, that registrar is right. 9 times out, it's a shame I can't say the name. It's a shame. 9 times out of 10, they're right. Not even 9 times out of 10. This particular registrar I'm talking about is always right. He is always right. He's in a class of his own. He's diagnosed me certain things before my consultant even cared about. But this guy did. When I was crippled up and I couldn't walk, deteriorated. I must have gone down to like 4 stone, emaciated. You hearing me? Compliments of St. Mark's. Compliments of St. Mark's. And this is the way we do things, right? Because if I don't tick your boxes and cross your T's and all dot your I's, then you're not going to see me. You're just going to leave me at home to wither away and die. And then what do you say to my loved ones? Oh, yeah, she had a rough time with her condition. You need to get your shit together. You need to get your things together. I'm telling you, St. Mark's. I'm telling you, St. Mark's, because I tell you something. I may just have one voice, but it's not going to be long before people are going to jump on behind me. It's not going to be long before I scratch on the right door where someone's going to hear me. Because I try to talk to you, but as usual, you treat your patients like, and I always keep saying, until the day comes that we are like iRobots or iPhones where you plug us in, show some compassion, man. It's messy. It's messy. So that's really what's happening here. And this is the truth. And that's me talking about my own self, but other patients too. Go for the same thing. Go for the same old crap with regards to the whole doctor situation like that. So there's loads of things that need to be changed about St. Mark's and how you do things. It's not all glossy on the front door, on the front entrance. It's not all rosy.